So, folks, we're joined by another very special guest with us today, and it's none other than Matthew Marrett, a member of Jamaica's men's lacrosse team. Matthew, how are you doing? Hope all is well.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, thanks. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. So, firstly, before we get into national team stuff, UDC, how are things going for you there?
It's been a different road for me, but it's challenging, but it's also I'm learning so much more about the game of lacrosse, the business side of lacrosse, whether recruiting, trying to get kids into school, they're graduating, scholarships, everything. But it's been pretty fun, to say the least.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's been cool to see a couple of Jamaicans, in the school as well. Owen, on the girls' side, a couple of girls as well. So it should be
Yep.
a nice Jamaican community in DC.
Oh yeah, I love it, man. I want to get some more if we can. So let's see what we can do.
Yeah, and a lot of Jamaicans remember last year you showed up to winter camp, around a lot of the island players, the domestic based players. What was it like, being there and giving some words of advice to them?
It was actually shell shocking for me because I wasn't prepared for the talent that I saw going out there. So they actually shocked me a lot, and it gives me the greatest amount of hope that, we're already a great team right now for Jamaica lacrosse, but to know that the youth behind us are developing at a faster rate and learning the game as quickly as possible, and we're already fast as it is. So to just put that in a game and have us come out and show from right now to probably down the line is going to be huge for us.
Wow. Yeah, it's quite compelling, what you've said. And being part of the national program, you've been around for some time, your thoughts about, how far the program has come, from we went to Israel 2018 to where we are now.
It's huge. It's so much more deeper than what everybody probably expected to begin with. When you first came in, you probably thought this was going to be the core because you didn't think there were so many Jamaicans playing lacrosse. So now to see that it has expanded on a very, massive level, it is something that I think the world should be a little afraid of. And well, in the lacrosse world, you should be a little worried about us. So I'm happy to see that.
And Jamaica is such a proud sporting nation. We have had so much success in a lot of different sporting disciplines. But for you to carry our nation's flag, especially in Colombia, in the qualifiers and previously as well, how much pride does that give you to put on the national colors?
It gives you chills at first. Even when you spoke about it just now, it gave me chills again because just remembering walking out, taking that first step onto the field, and I'm just waving the flag, and you got your team behind you, you got your country behind you, you got everyone supporting you. It's breathtaking. You get to go out there and play for the country that you love, to play for the country that raised you, play for the people who, gave you all the culture, rice and beans, curry chicken, oxtail, everything, everything that just kind of push you to love this culture and love this country. Just is a beautiful thing. So that I still get chills from it walking out.
And when you see, lacrosse has been in Jamaica since 2014, so that's 9 years now. When you go on social media and you see the amount of media attention that Jamaica lacrosse is getting, TV, radio, the newspaper, our girls team getting featured, when you see there's actually interest on the island, how much, pride does that give you as well to see people are talking about lacrosse on the island?
The pride that it gives me is through the roof. It's overwhelming. It's like we never expected it to be this large. So to see, kids reaching out to me from Jamaica, I would have never thought that was going to happen ever. They're asking me, how do I get better? What do I need to do? Can you give me some drills? Can you give me some stick work? Can you give me some advice? How can I get to college? There's so many different things. And for me, it's just that's something that we have to take pride in to see like this is expanded so crazy that none of us even saw this coming from like our first tryout practice at Lehigh, you know, there were a lot of people there, but I don't remember it being that many people from actual Jamaica. So to see kids like, you know, Sammy, just to see him, and he's like full blown, born in Jamaica, raised in Jamaica, and to have players like him show up and be a part of this team is something that, you know, I hope that every young kid raised in Jamaica, or, you know, that picked up a lacrosse stick and has Jamaican background, sees that and sees that they can be a part of this team as well.
Yeah, and for you personally, Matt, you know, when you think about you and your preparation, would you say you're at your best physically? Would you say you're at your peak or close to your best as an athlete?
So I'm not where I was when I was in college. You know, that was different. I'm a little older now, but you know, I still feel amazing. Like the game for me physically, I can still compete. I can still do everything that I can. But from college to now, the game has grown for me so much more mentally. My IQ for the game is very strong. I know a lot. I know what I can do. Even if my athletic ability doesn't carry me, I mean, it's going to carry me. But if I need to mentally prepare myself for this, it's something that is very easy for me to do. You know, athletically, I can do it all. You know, if you need me to be out there on defense, you need me to clear the ball, you need me to run offense, I'm your guy. So just be prepared for that.
Yeah, a lot of people would know you like a defensive midfielder. Would you say that's your favorite position on the field?
That is my favorite position, to lock somebody up, take the ball from them, clear the ball, and then start the offense up, and then go about my business and wait till it's my time again.
Yeah. And when you think about it as well, man, you know, San Diego, the huge Jamaican community in California as a whole. So we're going to be like everybody's second favorite team in San Diego.
Second, you sure? Might be the first, but no, I definitely am excited for what's to come in San Diego. Um, you know, to know that we're even maybe the second favorite team to be out there, that's still major, because like I said, no one saw us coming. So, you know, I still get questions asked to this day. Jamaica has a lacrosse team. Jamaicans play lacrosse. Um, and I gotta say, yeah, but I'm prepared to know that people are gonna ask me these questions eventually or down the line. But you know, to go to San Diego with Jamaica on our back, it is going to be one of the greatest trips that we've had as a team, and kind of I'm excited to see everybody. I'm excited to play with everybody. I'm excited to see coaches, seeing what they got cooked up for us, to see how we're gonna you know, balance as a team. It's, you know, it's like a mad scientist trying to formulate, you know, the chemicals or whatever it may be, and creating something that's going to be the best that we can possibly be for our country, but then also for the world games to come.
And when you see, you know, the sport of lacrosse, you know, going to be in different events, Olympics down the road, Commonwealth Games. So you're going to be busy wearing a Jamaican shirt for the next few years.
Hey, I got probably 100 of them in my closet now, so don't worry. Just know if there's any new ones, just let me get them.
And finally, though, Matt, I know you're doing some coaching with UDC, and if there's opportunities to bring some more Jamaicans, do let us know. Those on the island, that is, from to college as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely want some more Jamaican talent. After, like I said, after going down there for the winter practices and everything, I I'm still shocked. Like it's mind blowing to me, because you know, like I said, from beginning to now, is to see that talent, to see how far lacrosse have gotten, you know, in Jamaican high schools, and just all around the all around the island, to watch it on Instagram Live, to see their championship games, to see how much they compete. It is definitely something that we want to, you know, expand and widen, to get those kids off of Jamaica, to have them come here to learn the sport even more, than to go back and teach it that's the legacy that we want to carry. That's what we want to do. That's how we want to grow it. We want to give them the best outlets for them to be, for Jamaica to be down the line, well beyond my years, number one. We hear about USA, we hear about Canada, we hear about England, we hear about all these other countries, but we want, our main concern is Jamaica. If we can get Jamaica on to the number one spot for gold every year, that's what we're aiming for. So to grow that, that starts with getting these kids the knowledge that they need to learn about lacrosse as a whole. So hopefully I can grab some kids from Jamaica and make some things happen, because I would love that personally.